Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Okay, Capricorn, this video is for you, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising. So if you feel like what I'm saying in this video is not resonating with you, go on and check out your Moon and or Rising sign. I do have that listed or linked down below in the description box. And this video is for the Aquarian lunar cycle. So it's going to be the beginning of February through the beginning of March. So let's go on and get started, guys. The first card that I have coming up in this spread here is in the position of the energy for us during this lunar cycle. So that would be courage. I'm sorry. The first card that I have coming up is the courage card. And this is in the position of what type of energy we are going to be tapping into during this next month. So I don't really pick up on like a negative, like things are going to be bad, shit's going to be crazy, shit's going to be rocky, we've got to be strong. That's not the type of courage or courageous energy that I'm picking up on. I more so feel like there may be opportunities presented to us Capricorns, or there may be some sort of, you know, situations that come into play that cause us to come a little bit out of our comfort zones. Capricorns are creatures of habit. You guys are earth. You're not very adventurous. You don't necessarily like to try new things, although you are very practical minded and you are good at, you know, putting plans into place and actually getting things done. You are a cardinal. At the same time, when it comes to trying something different or doing something adventurous, that's not really the energy that you guys resonate with. So this courage card popping up in this position here is telling me that Capricorn, during this next month, there may be some instances in which, you know, you are presented with opportunities, or you do come into situations to where, you know, you're pushed a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And I don't think it's going to be anything negative. I do think that everything that's going to happen or plays out for us within this next month is very divine, as I say in all of my readings. Just the only thing with this particular card here is that I do feel like Capricorn, you may at some point, whatever that opportunity is or whatever that situation is, you may feel a little like uncomfortable, because it is going to push you into a space to where you're not able to kind of just do your homebody, like stay to myself type of thing. Like you are going to have to make a sacrifice, take a leap of faith. And I hate saying make a sacrifice, because it always sounds like, oh, I have to give up something just because I want to do something different. No, you just may have to shift some things around in order to come into that next chapter, come into that next phase. If you've been watching my videos over the past year, you do know that for Capricorn, for all of the cardinal signs last year, there was a lot of change and transformation going on. So coming up into this year, it doesn't surprise me that you're now in the energy, you're now in the time where it is time for your energy to shift and for you to actually start coming into those new chapters. So as these opportunities pop up, Capricorn, as these things start to play out, I will say try not to resonate so much in your earth, so much in that stubbornness, so much in that, no, this is where I'm grounded, this is where I'm going to stay, because there's something new waiting for you out there, and you actually just have to take that leap of faith within yourself, or have the faith within yourself to take the leap and try something different, try something new. This is the Aquarian lunar cycle, okay? The next card that we've got coming up in the spread is in the crossing position. This is the Ace of Pentacles. I don't like to see Pentacles cards in reversed or crossing positions, because these are the money cards. But with that being said, because I was talking about having courage and taking a leap of faith, I actually don't think that this Ace of Coins is coming up as like a lack of money or like problems in the workplace or stability or foundation. I actually think that this has to do with you very much so resonating in your Capricorn energy and not really wanting to make moves that take you out of your comfortability. This is crossing the courage card. This is an ace card. As you guys know, aces are all about new beginnings, new cycles. With this being a coins card, this is about a new cycle, either in a new job or new money or new ways to make money, a new relationship or new foundations or a new place of living. Like, so with that being said, this being a crossing card, what I will say about that in regards to the courage energy is that you may be presented with like a promotion or something, or you may be offered an opportunity to move somewhere and do something different, or you know, you might be offered, or like somebody that you've been like looking at might say, hey, you want to go on a date. Instead of being your little homebody self, instead of being your Capricorn, no, these are my habits, this is what I'm gonna do because this is what I'm used to, this is not the time to resonate in that energy. Now is the time to say, okay, yeah, okay, I'll go on that date. Oh, cool, you have a place for me to stay in whatever state? Yeah, maybe I'll come out there and try that. Or, you know, oh, word, you want to promote me to this position I've never heard of before? Cool, let's try it. Let's see what it is. Try not to resonate so much in that earth during this lunar cycle, Capricorn, because being stubborn and staying within your own comfortable limitations, I don't know why I said that like that, staying within your own box, within the own little jail cell that you create for yourself is actually what's going to hold you back from tapping into this energy, and one, being able to turn this and two, being able to turn this Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Coins, from a crossing position into an upright position. I do always talk about in my spreads, these reversed or crossing cards, they can actually always be turned upright to become supporting energies for whatever energy you're supposed to tap into. Taking a leap of faith, I very much so do believe can bring you into this upright Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Coins energy. And then also just being okay with a new start or a new cycle coming in can support this courageous energy. So you see how they go hand in hand, right? You don't ever want the Ace of Coins to be a crossing energy, so let's not have that throughout the whole lunar cycle, okay? The next card that we've got coming up is, how can you get more in the mix, Capricorn, underneath this Aquarian lunar cycle? How can you become more creative, more innovative, start mixing and mingling with people more, and be more expressive? You have the Eight of Cups. Typically, this is one of my aw shit cards. However, coming up in this position in regards to how you can get more in the mix is just telling me that, Capricorn, whatever you're doing now, wherever you are now, whatever job you're working, whatever money you making, whatever people you might have around you, some or a lot of those things are no longer resonating with you. You are no longer in alignment with those particular energies. And this Eight of Cups card is saying, okay, listen, you may have had some sort of emotional investment or attachment to these things and these people at one time before, but you know, things change, people change, situations change. It is now time for you, Capricorn, to embark upon your next journey. And unfortunately, your next journey does not take place either where you are or how you are currently. So just keep in mind that you're going to have to shift some energies. Again, going back to that courage card, you're going to have to shift some energies. You may have to drop some dead weight, and that literally, you might have to get rid of some people. You might have to get rid of some baggage, to be completely honest. But you've got a new chapter to move into. When the Eight of Cups pops up, it literally talks about your energy not being needed where it's at anymore. You've done all that you could. It's time to move on to the next, and remaining in that space where you are now. And I did another video, I forget whose video, but I used the analogy, you know, you have these cups, but if you look at them, they are starting to fade. They're becoming transparent. And once you don't have cups, you've got all this liquid, all this water, and you're kind of just wading in the water and trying to fill up cups that no longer exist. So, and it's, the Eight of Cups is not to say like it's a bad energy wherever you're at. You just don't fall into alignment with it anymore, and putting your energy into it is not going to serve you or the other people. It's actually just not doing anything. So as far as becoming more creative or getting, you know, working with other people or doing these different projects or doing these different things, expressing yourself freely and truly, the best way for you to actually move into that energy, Capricorn, is to do away with whatever you're still holding on to or whatever you're still mixed up in that is no longer working for you. So that could mean it may be time for you to move. It may be time for you to get rid of that boyfriend or girlfriend that really ain't doing much for you or for themselves. You know what I'm saying? We are still during the time of Saturn being in your sign, so, and this is the second year, so we are still dealing with that energy of crumbling foundations to clear out space so that we can build upon new pillars that we actually resonate with. Okay, so things are starting to fall apart for you. I actually don't get that heavy, intense energy that I usually get with the Eight of Cups when I pull it. I do more so feel like this is more of a cleansing feeling with the Eight of Cups as opposed to a release. Like, I don't feel like this Eight of Cups will come up with the energy of taking an L. I think it'll more so feel very refreshing, like, oh, okay, let me get rid of that or move away from this, and oh, I feel so much lighter now. So just keep that in mind during this lunar cycle, because there are going to be endings coming in for you. There are going to be times when you might find yourself in a situation like, damn, I didn't see this coming, but I guess that's what it is. And that may be what it is. But just keep in mind, everything's happening for a reason, okay? The last card that I have popping up for you guys in this spread is is in the position of the soul message, and you've got a leg up. And I want to read this in two ways. So the first message that I get from this is literally how it sounds. Whatever is going on, Capricorn, whatever opportunity is coming in for you, this card does tell me that you have the knowledge or you have the experience behind what is about to be presented to you. So you kind of have literally a leg up in the situation. Whatever you're about to go into, you have a little bit of an advantage because you have knowledge behind you, or because you have experience in whatever it was or whatever it is that you're about to be doing. On the other hand, the other message with this card is seeking out a mentor, or actually being open to receiving help. So as I was saying in this spread, when I first pulled, I literally said, Capricorn, you're probably going to be receiving some sort of opportunity or some sort of chance to do something, right? It very well so may be connected to this leg up card. So there may be something, there may be somebody who wants to offer you some help, or who just wants to see you do better, Capricorn, to be completely honest. And they may have something for you or some work for you to do. When they approach you with this, whatever this is, my suggestion to you, Capricorn, would be to take the leap of faith and try it. You got the Eight of Cups in the spread, and you've got the Courage card, and you've got an Ace card. These are all cards that point to shifts and cycles and changes and moving away from what is no longer meant for you. And whatever you're doing now, Capricorn, apparently is no longer meant for you. And that's not to say it's trash or it's shitty, but you've got other things out there that you could be doing that you're supposed to be doing, okay? And somebody out there sees this, knows this, and wants to offer you an opportunity to go out there and do that. So when it pops up, just know that, just be prepared. Be prepared and be open. Try not to resist the change. Be free. You're underneath an Aquarian lunar cycle. Kind of go wherever the wind blows you. See what happens. And as always, if you don't like where you end up, you can always go back to the drawing board. Square one is always square one and will always be there, okay? All right, y'all, that's your reading. If you feel like you need a little bit more clarification, or you want your own personal reading, feel free to go on and book one with me. I do have that linked down in the description box below. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time.